consistent.
It's different this time.
But it sounds like you
She didn't tell him. Alright guys, back here with some more FIBA action. Today was game 3 of the group stage, the ending of the first group phase. France took on the Dominican Republic, who surprisingly had beaten Germany in the previous game, I believe. So, interesting stuff there. Today, Frank was playing again, of course. He started this game. The first game that he benched against Germany was really more for that matchup against Dennis Schroeder and his speed, because he's been starting since then. But today against DR, he had a decent game again. Here he is pretty early in the game, getting started. France were up to a 2-0 lead. Frank hits the open 3. He's really been hitting his 3 in this tournament. That's really good to see that he's been consistent with that. On the other end, you can see right now, here's DR miss. Frank is back up the court. He spots Evan Fournier from the Magic to the cup. That is 10-zip France. France started really well. Frank with some really good defense here. He was on this guy all possession, forcing the 21st-second clock turnover there. But Ramon, number 14 for DR, who's from the Bronx actually, was really trying to push Frank early. Here he gets him with a backcourt violation. They were kind of going back and forth, and later Frank responded well, which is something I like to see. After this, Frank went out the game, wouldn't come back till the second quarter. But France kind of, they felt in control. So here's Frank in the second quarter, felt a bit more composed here. Nice little play with Lasorte. I like this play. They didn't score in the end, but good ball movement from France and good read from Frank there. Here they were again. I like this here. Frank gets aggressive to the cup, gets cut off, but then doesn't stick. Immediately dishes to Tupain in the corner. He bangs a 3. At halftime, France were up, 43-21. Feeling fairly comfortable. Heading in the second half, DR starts to double Frank in the backcourt. I think he did a decent job of getting through the pressure, making a pass when he needed to and dribbling out when he needed to. That's good to see him not getting stuck down there. This play ends up in a layup for Nando De Colo. Here they were again. The trap is coming. Frank surveying it. Nice pass to Mbaye. So at least, he's dealing with the pressure there. But the fourth quarter is where he really turned it on. Love this play right off the catch. Straight to the cup. No hesitation. All the way to the rim. Frank needs to finish strong at the rim. He's too tall not to do so. Here he is again. Maybe my favorite play of the game. A little dribble hesitation on Ramon from earlier. And a no-look pass to Lasorte. Like I said, Frank and Ramon were going at it. So it was good to see Frank respond like this. Really nice no-look pass at the end. We've seen this a couple times in the NBA. Especially to Kyle O'Quinn before. But Frank freezing him with the hesitation, cutting back, playing the pass. Really nice to see confidence growing there. Frank has a couple of no-look passes in his arsenal. We've seen it a couple times in the NBA as well. And there's Lasorte, their version of Gerald Wallace. Finishes strong at the rim. Big athletic guy for France. He's become like a fan favorite. Here we are again. Frank again. Next possession. Quick read. Nice pass. I love that he doesn't hesitate here. As soon as he catches the ball, he catches Lacombe on the cut. Really good play, quick movement. France been passing the ball all game long. You can see the team spirit is pretty high here. Really interested to see how they do in this tournament as time goes on and the games get harder. Here was Frank again against Ramon, and so this is my favorite play again. Well, not my favorite, I said that already. Another play I liked, but him pushing him off here. At least showing some aggression, not allowing someone to try to think they can punk him and bully him like Ramon was trying to do early in the game. So that was good to see as well. It's all baby steps with Frank. A lot of people expect a lot, but with him, it's always going to be baby steps. Here they were again on the kick out. Frank with 3. Bang, hits this one as well. He was 2 for 5 today from deep. Next play, here's Frank with the steal. Gets in. He doesn't finish at the cup, but Frank there, another steal without looking. We see him do that a couple times as well. And here's another play, dribble handoff. Shot, top of the key. Jumper, another assist for Frank. Here he makes a decent move to the basket, but doesn't go up strong enough. Can't finish. Gets stripped. But France wins 90-56. Frank with 8 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and plus 23. One thing I really want to say about him this tournament is that he's been getting stats across the board for the most part, which you want to see. Because to me, even if you're not scoring, I want to see 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, etc. So he's been doing that this tournament. This is good to note as well. Through France's first 3 games at the FIBA World Cup, Frank is shooting 55% from 3 and is 6 for 6 from the free throw line. One of the most important things for him is being able to hit open shots. What's funny is I'm watching this tournament and I'm seeing basically what he was supposed to be when he was drafted. The defense has been as anticipated. The passing Perhaps he telegraphs a bit more than you'd hope, but you can definitely see he's a skilled passer and he has good vision. But he, in France, he was a three-point shooter and he can hit his shots. You know, you expected at least he'd come into the league hitting league average, and he's been really poor from deep. So good to see that he is hitting from deep now, and you'd hope that can carry over into training camp and into the season. France will now go on to the second round where they'll have a much, much tougher group. They're going to be, Dominican Republic will be in their group again, but they'll also be playing Australia and Lithuania. Australia, we obviously know how good they are. Patty Mills, Andrew Bogut, Joe Ingles, Matthew Deli. I'm just going to say Deli. I mess his name up all the time. So that's going to be a tougher matchup for them. Lithuania as well. They're bringing out Domantas Sabonis from the Pacers, Jonas Valanciunas from the Grizzlies, and Nick legend, Mindaugas Kuzminskas also plays for them. So it'll be cool to see France, and France specifically, up against stronger competition. Some other games to look out for. You have Greece and the USA, which is on Saturday. That should be fun. The USA destroyed Japan today. Also, look out for Serbia and Spain. So what's going to happen is the second group stage happens, and after that, the top two teams, what they basically done is they split the initial 32 teams into 16, which is the top two teams from each group from the first round. Those teams are now in 4 groups of 4. After that, the top 2 teams from each group will then go to the quarterfinals, which is just the last 8 teams, and then it's just straight knockouts until we get to the finals. So FIBA is heating up. Another game, decent game for Frank, good game for France, and we'll see you guys soon.